And in particular, I begin to really explore this question of what salvation is. Because growing up, salvation, if you ask, am I saved, are you saved, what you basically mean is, right, are you going to go to heaven when you die? That's how I understood it, at least.
Right.
And I don't mean to downplay that extremely important question, but I came to believe through Lewis, especially The Great Divorce, and through the writings of some of these fathers, that salvation, first and foremost, is about the transformation of my being into the image and likeness of Jesus Christ. I fell in love with this idea of theosis, of divinization, becoming partakers of the divine nature, as St. Peter says. That's my goal, to become like Jesus Christ, because what is salvation but to be liberated from sin, death, and the devil, and to have those things, I need to be like him. And it started, to dawn on me, if I go to heaven but I'm not like Jesus Christ, heaven would be like hell for me. Same as if we plucked Satan up today and popped him back in heaven, it would be absolute agony for him. So I don't want to say heaven is secondary in any sense, so much as I want to say becoming like Jesus Christ is so primary, and if I'm like him, then heaven is my fitting home and reward. So I'm thinking over these sorts of things. On a related point, I begin thinking about the question of the atonement, at-one-ment. How are we reconciled to the Father through his Son, Jesus Christ, and especially his work on the cross and in the resurrection? And again, I think growing up, the gospel as it was depicted to me, to many others, is that I've sinned, I'm guilty, I therefore deserve death, hell, punishment, which is true, right. Yeah. And what Jesus does is he comes and he takes that punishment for me. The innocent party is punished instead of the guilty party, and specifically that the Father pours his wrath down upon the Son instead of upon me. And in doing so, Jesus allows me to kind of walk away. I'm off the hook. Now, again, there are truths in that, but I came to see, again, much of this is coming through Professor Jacobs, as well as some of the things that he's having us read, that the cross, first and foremost, is the Son's positive self-offering, right? Up to the Father, a gift, a sacrifice so moving that the Father relents, has mercy on us, heals us. And that the cross is not something that now I get to walk away from because I'm off the hook. The cross is an invitation. Jesus doesn't just die in place of humanity. He dies as humanity and invites me to ascend the cross with him. And that's my salvation, to become, again, like I said earlier, to become like Jesus Christ by offering up my life for the sake of others. So all of this is just swimming around in my mind at the time, and much of that would ultimately lead me to the Catholic Church, because these are thoroughly Catholic ideas.